Welcome back to another YouTube video, and today I'm going to be talking about how much do core web vitals matter for SEO. It's actually a question asked, and it's a very common question. People always ask, should I be working on my core web vitals, LCP, CLS, all of these crazy abbreviations, and a lot of people actually think that it's to do with the speed of their website. That's why they're not ranking. So I'm going to go over that. I'll actually talk about what you should be focusing on, what you shouldn't be focusing on, so on and so forth. So the actual question at hand here is, I'm prioritizing a roadmap and I want to understand the importance of core web vitals, LCP, CLS, core layout shift. That's what it stands for. And LCP is load content paint, I think. And it's the role in SEO. Has anybody seen better performance in their SEO after optimizing these metrics? And are they able to clearly identify a cause and effect relationship? I'm asking because there are sites that are ranked high, but when I run the pages through pagespeed.web.dev, their LCP and CLS scores are so. So that is, it's actually like a lot of business owners think that they need like a super fast website, and that's. I'm probably sounding like I'm about to say you don't need a super fast website. It's not actually the case. Like websites that like perform bang average on page speed insights, they sometimes rank number one because they're doing a lot of other things right. So the most upvoted answer is core web vitals only matters if you are bad and your competitor is good. Even then, it's just a minor signal that would serve as a tiebreaker of sorts. And I agree with this. So one thing that was actually mentioned, shout out to this guy, Serhant Aussie. He did actually mention that there is a Chrome extension that you can actually install. Hey, very quickly, if you want results like this dental practice, for example, we took the website from 0 monthly visits in November, and they are now getting over 750 monthly visits through to their website. They're actually able to generate their own inquiries for the business, and they aren't relying on third-party agencies to generate them leads like they were before, or this law firm that we were able to take from 1,100 to just over 2,000 monthly visits through to their website, as you can see from the graph, or this e-commerce store where we were able to grow them from 7,500 to just over 30,000 monthly visits to their website, and it's generating a lot of sales through to their e-com store. If you want results like that, make certain to check out casualdash.com. The link is in the description. Fill out the form, see if my team can help. If I feel like SEO isn't suitable for your business, I can also guide you on where you should be spending your marketing budget. But back to the video. And we're going to analyze some SERPs to see, like, is it the case or is it not the case? So you can install this. You do need a Google API key as well. One thing to remember is you also, when you are using the API, you just also need to enable Chrome UX Report API as well, right? Mentioned by Bensi. But basically what this Chrome extension does is it shows us all of the actual metrics for every single website. So as we can see here, like Runner's World for best men's running shoes, this isn't in the UK by the way, it's got like everything's green, so LCP is 1.639, FID is 0.013, CLS is 0, and time to first byte is 0.357. Then we've got Gear Lab, and the one metric that stands out here is time to first byte, which is 1.062. But again, it's ranking a lot of other websites that have better time to first byte than them. And then let's take a look at their LCP as well. So LCP here, this is like load content paint, I believe it stands for. Low LCP Google largest content paint, right? Sorry. So basically the largest the largest, what's the actual correct terminology for this? The largest property on the actual page. So that could be like an image, it could be like a div tag. How long does that take for it to load? So on this website, it's 1.639. On this one, it's 1.918. On this one, it's 1.109, 1.567, 1.022, and obviously so on and so forth. We're going down into the deep realms here. But as you can see, like there's, like for example, Reddit here by far has the best metrics out of every single one of the websites we've looked at. But again, it's on like page 2 here. So just remember, like, page speed insights doesn't really impact your website too much. Like I could probably throw up a few websites. Like let's take a look at lawyers in Miami, right? We'll take a look who's number 1 that isn't a directory website. So it's Goldberg and Rosen. We'll throw this into pagespeed.web, and we'll take a look. And a lot of the times websites, they're not realistically that, like, again, it's past all of the metrics, but if we were to take a look at more websites in this industry for this keyword, what you will probably find is that they're not necessarily all super web dev friendly. Like if we would take a look at this website, let's see, if we duplicate this and if we paste that in here, a good rule of thumb for page speed insights is making certain that your images are optimized. So if you guys do have an e-commerce store, if you are snapping pictures of like products on your phone and stuff, making certain that you aren't just you're not just uploading the photos from like the DSLR straight to your website. Things like that can definitely help. But on the grand scheme of things, like this website, it ranks fairly well for Miami lawyers. And as you can see, like the performance is shocking, to say the least. And again, even this website, like the performance overall, again, it's not the greatest. Like the first content paint is 2.4 seconds, total blocking time 2.820 milliseconds, speed index is 6.5. Everything about this website just doesn't perform, but it's the highest ranking law firm website in Miami. So again, just bear that in mind. Like some people, they think they need to get like a 100, 100, 100, 100, and then they're going to magically rank. As you can see, it's not the case. And same goes with this one. This was like the second highest Miami law firm. And again, they're nothing special in terms of like when we are actually comparing some of the stats. Like for one thing to bear in mind, this website here that we're looking at now. This is actually the first website that isn't a directory website that's ranking for lawyers in Miami. And the largest content paint is 39.1 seconds. This website actually has a higher score. It's 6.8 seconds. And again, the performance here, this website ranks, or its performance score is 14. This one is performance score 39, so it's actually a little bit higher, but this website ranks lower. So there are definitely better metrics to be taken into consideration when it comes to like ranking your website as a whole. Like don't get too don't spend too much time on page speed insights. Again, it's a good metric, but it's not the beyond and end all. Like if your website takes like 16 minutes to load, then there's definitely an issue there. So just bear that in mind, because a lot of people do end up spending too much time on metrics like that. So that's been my video on how much do core web vitals matter for SEO. If you guys have enjoyed this video, please remember to leave a like. And as always, if you want a free 15-minute growth strategy call, make sure to check the link down below or head over to casualdash.com and fill in the form. Thanks.